Now, the second question in the SuperPower exam is the 6-mark question, which is identical to the key features question that you may have answered in the Nazi Germany paper. And if I just bring your attention to the mark scheme first of all, what the examiner is looking for 6 out of 6 is that you make 2 or more developed statements, and that means that you make a point and provide some evidence for that, and you do that at least 2 times or possibly 3. So for the purpose of this walkthrough video, we are going to look at this question, which is from section 4, and the question is briefly explain the key features of the Terrain Conference 1943. Okay, so to demonstrate how you might answer this question, the first thing I'm going to do is think about 3 points that I would like to make about Tehran. So I might say, firstly, Stalin was annoyed with Britain and the USA. I'm going to leave that there for a second and I'll come back to develop that next. I then might say something like, despite this, there was an agreement regarding Japan. And then, in addition to this, there was an agreement over a second front. So, straight away there, I've got my 3 points. Now, if we have a look at the mark scheme, if we are making simple statements, we get 1 mark per statement. So we've made 1, 2, 3 simple statements. And if you have a look there, that would get us 3 marks. What we want to do is provide some additional information and develop these so that we get 6 out of 6. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is provide some factual detail to support this point here. So firstly, Stalin was annoyed with Britain and the USA. This was because they had delayed opening a second front, and Stalin was convinced they were waiting for the communist USSR to damage itself fatally in the battle against Germany. Then moving on to our second point, which says, despite this, there was an agreement regarding Japan, and we might say that the Allies all agreed that the USSR would declare war on Japan once Germany was defeated. And then finally, our last point is, in addition to this, there was an agreement over a second front. And so to support this, we might say that the USA and Britain agreed that they would open a second front to split the German defences and take some of the pressure off of the USSR. So just to bring it all together, we've got our 3 points there in black about things that were agreed on or disagreed on at Tehran, and we've supported each point with a little bit of factual information. It's always good practice in the exam to separate your points with either a line in between or even an indentation would be okay, just to show the examiner that you are clear about where your points are and that you're able to actually categorise the information that you've got on that particular event. Good luck. And if you want to practice some more questions, you can pause the video here.